Minimum wage is a topic being discussed across state lines in both Missouri and Kansas. This week, the Missouri Supreme Court heard arguments for a legal challenge that would overturn a recently passed proposition. KOIM Samantha Walker has more.
In November, Missouri voters passed Proposition A, which raised minimum wage in the state to $13.75 in January. It also guaranteed sick leave for hundreds of thousands of workers.
When anything is put on the ballot, it's supposed to be limited to just one subject. The minimum wage and paid sick leave are very different things.
Several business groups, including the Missouri Chamber of Commerce and Industry, filed a legal challenge. Their primary argument is sick leave and minimum wage are separate issues. Having both on that proposition violates the single subject rule.
You couldn't separate those two, and that's really a problem, and we think in strong violation of our Constitution.
Those against this legal challenge say Prop A was supported by voters at the ballot box.
This isn't some looking out for the people legal issue. We want to keep the interest of the citizen in mind. This is a group of people who already have a belief structure, and even when that belief structure is challenged by the will of the people, they will use their levers of power to overturn the will of the people.
The legal challengers hope the state Supreme Court will overturn Prop A, despite a majority of Missourians voting for it.
We always say let business decide. Workplace policy decisions are really left between an employer and an employee and should not be mandated by the government.
The free market does not mean free of rules. It is we all decide what the rules are, and then we compete freely within that market. And so if the minimum wage goes up, those are the rules.
Supporters of Prop A say this legal challenge is likely to only further frustrate voters.
We're spending so much money fighting for an issue that has been litigated and decided, and even decided by a direct vote. It would be funny if it weren't so depressing.
The Missouri Supreme Court is expected to release a ruling within the next month. Reporting, Samantha Walker, KOIM News.
Missouri state lawmakers also introduced a bill that would overturn the sick leave provisions and modify the minimum wage provisions.